Hey, hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz show for today. That's the final show, the last show for this year that I'm doing. So welcome to all of you. And I can't resist to again point out the voucher code ChessExplained to save 15% of the premium price. So if you wanted to join, now's a good time to do so and save 15%. So let's see who's on. I'm not playing well today. I have to say, not doing a good job. Why are all the non-premiums challenging? That's irritating. Okay, I'm going to play ShellingFord. Just give me some punishment. we discuss this every single time. And I have to be quick. Let's see. Yeah, he tried that. He has tried that before against me. It's not part of his repertoire. I mean, what he has punished. No board. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, okay. So now h6 he has played. Yeah, come on. I just play some normal moves now. Okay, so how do we play this? Yeah, knight d7 looks very strange to me. That knight always should be on c6 to put some pressure on d4. But okay, it is a fairly close position. So I've got more space in this position, which is good. But black is quite solid, yeah. Okay, let's go for this trade. And then see what is black's plan. Queen a6 maybe. Is that the thing? I don't know. Or this one. I don't know. I have g4, g5 as an idea. Still feel the knight is on a wrong spot. If I take, he will take with the pawn, I guess. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, there's a suggestion that I should have sacked the exchange at some point. I don't even know where that would have been a possibility. Okay, if I take now, I take with the pawn. No, he takes with the rook. Okay. So let's see if I can get something going on the king side. I mean, I think he more or less has to take. Takes, knight takes, looks a bit dangerous, but maybe he just plays knight f8 at the end. maybe. Yeah, maybe he just takes it. If he goes back to f8, I play bishop d2, cover everything here, threaten knight g5. Yeah, I think probably taking at knight f8 is an idea. Or is that too passive? I tend to be too passive if I look at these kind of positions. No, he plays it like I suggest. That's not a good sign. Queen f3 is just a very cheap threat. That does not really help ultimately. What to do? He's got the queen b4, rook c3, these kind of ideas. I would like to play, use the rook somehow. That would be helpful. Maybe here, yeah, for rook d3 or so later. It's not like he can do so much. Okay, this one. Rook c3 he cannot play, f7. He has to play rook c7 now, or drop the queen back. Okay, so knight hangs, gets covered. Yeah, okay, rook c3, king. Okay, I could do this, maybe. It is slightly risky, maybe, what I'm doing here. F6 is stupid. I just cannot take it, yeah. It's made, rook c1. Almost made. I wonder if something like knight g6 is an option for him. Knight g6 is an option for him. Okay. Yeah, that's a good move, I guess. It's not very challenging, admittedly. Cannot play that move. Okay. He's got just have to gamble a bit on his time. Oh, knight e4. King f7, queen e4. That's a funny tactic. Okay. No, I cannot hold that. That was tough, very tough. I have no idea. I mean, those positions are extremely complicated. It's just tough to say. He was certainly okay, but I don't know. Details tough to make out. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the game, Shelling. That was good as usual. Mini nay. But Shelling, why are you playing a line that you don't have in your repertoire? Why don't you defend what you put out there? I understand it's an interesting line that you played here, but it's not what you have in your repertoire. No, c3. So against mini nay, we have some c3 Sicilian. Yeah, black here has this choice. Oops, how to capture. Now we transpose into a line or a position type that is very well known from the French Tarrasch. Yeah, white has chances here for a comfortable slight advantage. It's interesting that here white's plan is not straightforward anti-IQP play. You have to be very concrete. This is stopping bishop g4 because of bishop takes h7 check. Black most of the time plays h6 here, and then white will go h3 to prevent the pin. And now my idea is bishop. Okay, I don't mind that trade, so let's trade. Oh, I did not really spot this move, but it should not be a big deal, I hope. Yeah, it's a typical tactic with this bishop on b6, but I think it's not too bad. I think usually it's not such a great idea to send any links in the channel. It's always tough for the moderators to check what's in there, so basically no links, please. Okay, what is that? Knight to c4, I guess. Yeah, good game here by mini nay, I don't know. It's still difficult for white here to be in serious trouble, even if you have played the odd second-rate move. Black is still sitting on that IQP and doesn't have all that many active possibilities. I have to be very, very careful here because it's a 3-minute game. That is almost always an issue for me. Okay, this is not bad. He wants to double on the e file. That's not so nice. I don't like this so much. Trying to solve this tactically. If he takes with the queen, takes knight, takes rook b1, I think the knight is trapped. So trade this. He can still double. Rook e2. Forgot about that. Okay. Queen f4 is rook f4. How do you play here? Okay. And now I can take, right? So, okay, this is attacked. I don't get any of those pawns, unfortunately. Very well played here by Mini Knee. Oh my god, and I don't even manage to pronounce that name correctly. Yeah. I plan to play for the c pawn to run. Whew, one on time. Very tough game. Very tough game. Whew. No, I did not watch the entire Caro series by Lucas, by ShellingFord. I watched parts of it. I watched the 2 nights and I watched, what did I watch? Let's play DonkeyFish. A bit of a pun off, because I always felt that is an interesting line. But yeah, not the whole deal. I'm not really... Caro is okay. I play that sometimes, but it's not an opening that I plan to play on any regular basis. Okay, DonkeyFish plays the absolute main line here of the knight off. Oh, okay. Yeah, knight d5 was a pre-move because everybody plays queen f6. He didn't. I don't know if I would have played knight d5. Okay, b4 even. I want to keep my knight. After c3, bishop takes d5. Okay, I still have f5. Anyhow, you can go b4 here. He has to go all the way back to d8, and then I go knight f5. And this is still a bit of a disaster. Yeah, I have a fantastic knight on d5, and e4 is also a very nice square for the bishop. It's very difficult for black to find a good place for the king. This is ultimately the biggest issue here. He's in some strategic trouble as well, but the main problem is that he has no place for the king. Knight d7 is a funny self-mate. Yeah, it's knight f6 mate. Okay, so here queen f3 is the normal move. Let's cover g2. Knight e7. It's kind of tempting to play knight e7. Okay, I put this here. Prepare for knight e7 to happen. Yeah, I can just castle next and then put pressure on the d file. Well, the white bishop will always be better than its counterpart. No mate anymore, unfortunately. I could have take on b7, but I don't see how he prevents that anyhow. b7 is just indefensible. Okay. And this is the rook or the queen or probably resignation. Very likely. In this opening you absolutely have to take with a queen. Yeah, thanks for the game, DonkeyFish. Here you have to take with the queen. This is just too weak here. There are too many weak squares. Okay, so who else? That don't get the non-premiums challenging in math, lots of them. Alamit, okay. E4. I throw rocks at blind kids asks, what do I recommend against the French Tarrasch as black? Yeah, I think the probably best line is c5, ed5, queen d5. I think this equalizes as far as I know. I mean, not like instantly equalizes, like easy, but I think this is what current theory recommends. I think in particular there's a line c5, ed5, queen d5, knight gf3, cd4, bishop c4, queen d7 that is currently quite fashionable. I think this is supposed to be very okay for black. Okay. Yeah, this is a very I played in a very simple way here, but I think it is a little bit better for white. I'm just quicker on the c file. And knight c5 is a constant issue. Taking a6. Yeah, g4 or not. Yeah, why not? Grab space. It's a bit loose, but still happy to grab the space. I could have taken on e7, yeah, that's true. Could have taken. I'm not sure if it is a good move or not. Okay. So he basically gives me a6. I mean, knight takes saves the pawn, but that looks wrong. Yeah, rook takes looks normal. Queen a6, rook c2, something like that. Okay, so he weakens b5. Knight to b5, maybe. Cromnick student says that on July 5th, 2017 is the last time I played him. That's a long time ago. And quite surprising. I wouldn't have thought it's such a long time. Okay, I'm preventing him from occupying the c file. Okay, now I can take and check. No. That's very slow. I'm getting the knight to b5. It's very slow. But anyway. Okay, so if I go queen c7, probably have to. Okay, and now b6, huh? I can just take b6. Why can I not take it? Hey, my Pawns Eat People ask what I think of FIDE's new logo for the World Chess Championships. To be honest, I saw this and I really thought that would be a prank. I mean, that's completely ridiculous. I think it's just totally ridiculous. Anyway, I mean, I don't care much, but I was really thinking that must be some kind of joke. Somebody was playing Anyway, I mean, maybe it's interesting. Sometimes you have to do something that is a little bit weird to, I don't know, to draw attention or simply yeah, maybe it's not a bad idea, but I was really thinking it must be some kind of joke. Oops. Yeah, sure, I don't mind the BOGO. I mean, I haven't played it for quite a bit after I completed my book. It's simply that I always like to try out new things. It is not a matter of quality, like I don't like the opening anymore or so. It's just that I always have new projects, and then I tend to focus on those openings simply because yeah, I want to learn something new. Yeah, bishop to d6 and then promotion. Don't think you can do much about it. Yeah, thanks for the game, Alamit. So, who else? Anybody new? Perpetual Stalemate. Funny name. So, was there some kind of opening request? No, I don't think so. No particular. Oh, that's very exciting. Yeah, okay, let's go into a Slav exchange. Play the BOGO if you get a chance. I could have done that, but no real opportunity. White was playing the London. Okay, just very simple play. But it is kind of interesting that really, okay, that in those symmetrical positions often the pair of knights is quite good. Yes, exactly. Yeah. The Drunken Lawyer says Jan Gustafsson has a new series out on the Italian game, what I don't like so much. Yeah, this is something that I have to check out. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Shelling. It was just like I was just making fun a little bit because this is the thing that everybody will ask. Yeah, if you publish something, and I think what you did on the Caro is the first thing that you published. Oh wow! I have a really big discovery coming. People will always ask you if you play something else that you did not recommend. They ask you, why didn't you play what you recommended? It's like everybody will ask. I was just making a little bit of fun. Of course, your bishop d7, what you played is perfectly fine. I've looked at this a little bit today. It's totally okay, of course. It's just that people will always ask, why don't you defend your opinion? You put this in your whatever, your video and so on. And it's almost like this is some sort of religious thing. Why did you? You shouldn't have said that. Like in like it's something. Like if you've written some holy words. That you can only this is right. Everything else is wrong. Okay. So here, knight takes f7 is what Friedel maybe is hoping for. I cannot play that stuff. It's probably good for white, as far as I know, but it's extremely chaotic, and I have no clue what's going on. Yeah, people sometimes with openings, they sometimes really make a huge deal out of certain things. Like, I play this, why don't you play that? Like it's something really important. Like there are two different, I don't know, kind of beliefs. And it's not about believing things. Openings are just tools for chess games, and you are not supposed to always play the same thing what you recommended like 10 years ago or whatever. It's about getting a game in a specific, or getting a specific type of game for sporting purposes, and there is nothing wrong with doing something entirely different, for example. Okay, so I'm trying to put something, knight to a5, knight to c5. And, this is one issue with this black setup. It's a rather typical setup for the Alekhines or sometimes the Scandinavian defense. The issue is that black doesn't have a clear active idea. And I had a very simple idea, just attack his pawn, and somehow black cannot defend it. Don't see how. I think I'm just taking it. Next move. Still not easy. If I take it, yeah, I can take it. I've always got queen a4. Now a6 is okay. It's giving me yet another pawn, unless I'm overlooking something. I don't think I do. Yeah, I think I can just move the queen, huh? Maybe even here or here. Yeah, this probably, to have knight c6 available. I just got rook b7. That was actually quite a silly move. It's okay, it's not a big deal. I can go back. Okay. Oh, there's a question. Can you play a Budapest defense? Ugh. Huh. Yeah, I can do that. I mean, the Budapest is not that terrible. You're just a bit passive. Okay. Okay, so I'm on that rook, but I don't have a tactic here, right? Yeah, the Budapest, I think the Budapest is really, it is, yeah, he had knight c7, but was that really doing much? The Budapest is not really a gambit, as usually black isn't even a pawn down. But I think most of the time it's a bit passive. That looks like a bad play, actually, what I'm doing here. Looks a little bit weird. Maybe it's okay. I don't think he has anything great, but it looked a little bit weird. I shouldn't have allowed a knight to f4, for example. Yeah, Chava asked if I have seen the Christmas tree Dutch. Yeah, I saw that Simon Williams has something published on that. I think for ChessBase, if I believe. It's actually that's actually quite a decent opening line. What's going on here? What a weird position. It's somehow, there are many pins going on. Maybe I should just retreat here. To get rid of some pins. Yeah, the Christmas tree variation of the Dutch, that's actually quite decent. I've thought about, I actually had thought about recommending this variation also in some kind of like a video or whatever. I was thinking about it. It's not bad. It's a funny hybrid between the classical Dutch and the Leningrad. Okay, let's activate. And now he's actually threatening to take on d5. Oh, no, it's not a good way to handle this. I'm still a pawn up, but so what is a good way to play? I put this onto d3 first. Oh, this one. Okay, so let's push this back and then go for a pin. Yeah, the Budapest Gambit is definitely better than the Albans. that is not a big competition. Albans counter Gambit is just not good at all. I was recently playing in a league game in Belgium when surprisingly a grandmaster was playing the Albans. I was like, what? And yeah, he was just a pawn down for absolutely nothing the whole game and was only saved by some sort of miracle. Oh, I'm not paying attention to the time. The bloody time. Nah, he attacked my pawn. Now it gets tricky. But he's got no time either, as well. Yeah, thanks for the game, Friedel. That was a shocker. Lawrence Trent played the Albans against Ivan Sokolov recently. That's very cheeky. Yeah, I don't really know. It is really pretty terrible, the Albans. I think if you like surprise somebody, yeah, and you have never played it before, absolutely never, maybe, but there are just some lines that are just you just pawn down for nothing. Okay, I'm playing the TrendFollower, and that's Trent with a D, not Lawrence Trent. And we play the Queen's Gambit accepted. Let's see, I've got Bishop G4 here. This is a very interesting line, actually. It's not so frequently seen, but it is very okay for black. The Baltic defense is also bad. What is the Austrian? I don't know what the Austrian is. I mean, in terms of there's an Austrian variation in the Pirz, Pirz defense, but I don't know an Austrian other than that. Yeah, this is I think a way to blunder d4. One of the tricks here. D4, D5, C4, C5. Yeah, this is actually probably in that move order a bit dubious, but this kind of D5, C5 stuff is somewhat playable with the right move order. Austria could have the kangaroo attack. Is it possible that there is some confusion here between Austria and Australia? I think it is. I got this new book on the Pirz, yeah, by Marine, but I have not yet looked at it in much detail. One of those openings that I've always wanted to play somehow, because it felt like a good way to try to play for, yeah, play ambitiously, let's say, with black. But I never looked at it in much detail. Yeah, this is a case where I cannot resist to take a pawn on e4. It's just a big center pawn with a tempo. Oh, that's an early resign. Yeah, knight f6 to d5 was my idea, but still very early resignation. Thanks for the game, Trent follower. So who else? Anybody I haven't played? Askerick, I haven't played him. I could go for d4. And let's go for the Blitz. Or maybe Friedel, yeah? e5 is very popular. Okay. Somebody requested 1g4. I couldn't do that, but at least 6g4 is something that I can try. One idea here for black is knight f8. I'm sorry, we're not getting there. Is knight f8, g6, and trying to exploit f4, but it does not happen at all here. First Byte says when I'm going to post something new on my YouTube channel. There are two possibilities. It's possible that before Christmas I'm actually doing this book review video. I still hope I'm getting this in, but it seems to be tricky. I think I might manage, but I'm just it's just so close that I'm going on vacation, and it's going to be difficult to get in. Christmas is just around the corner, so not sure. I hope I manage that. Other than that, in the new year, and there will definitely be more stuff in the new year coming on my channel. Okay. Let's see. I can maybe trade everything. Yeah? Like queen to b6 here. Let's see. Yeah, d6 is extremely weak. Yeah. I mean, I saw that, but I was thinking it's too risky, because I mean the position opens up very, very quickly. So, okay, I can check or just move away. Move away is just good, of course. Let's do it. So I'm winning a pawn, and I think the position is excellent. Yeah, knight e7, or is there more? I don't know. Check, I can. It's okay to check. Take this is not that great. I'd like to keep this bind. Okay, so this is a way for him to maybe move the bishop, finally. One idea that I of course had in mind here is Anastasia's mate, but I don't think I can get this in. Let's take, just cover this. Okay, let's go here. Oh, I didn't see that he has this tempo gainer. It's a bit of a shame. And I also overlooked this move. Now it gets ridiculous. That was pretty stupid to allow. Yeah, then he's got the check there. Come on. And I've got 9 seconds. I'm losing this game. That was like winning from the very, very beginning. That's terrible. I mean, I was just winning out of the opening. Very bad. Yeah, was that 5-minute or 3-minute game? That was a 3-minute game probably. I completely didn't look at the time. Okay, good game. Askerick defending this absolute hell of a position. This is really bad. I should just win such a game. Okay. So Grieve has to suffer now. The only way to do it. Let's give him some grief. Yeah, such losses are like, I mean, you're winning after like 12 moves or so. You should win here with white. Yeah, Grieve is not playing. Nope. No game. And now he plays. He plays probably, maybe he plays the same stuff. No, this is even worse, actually. But we see that it doesn't matter. I just don't play well. Yeah, it's the same opening. It's the same opening. And the black's position is also pretty terrible, I think. It's just, I don't believe in this kind of chess. Giving white such a huge space advantage and you have absolutely no play. But okay. Some b5 maybe, or what is the deal? I mean, black is somewhat solid. Yeah, but that's everything. So queen d2, attack h6. I don't know where black is castling here. Short, long, doesn't both seem crazy. Yeah, just take space. I could have taken maybe. Wow. So d5, or I can take here first. Win a tempo on this. Now d5. I mean, he has a couple of really funny pieces. Knight f8. Where do you go? I don't know. To e6? Not. I don't need to sacrifice on h5. I just, I mean, black is basically stalemated here almost. Can hardly move a piece. Can even take. Let me check. I don't want to screw up such a winning position again, like in the game before. just to be ready to take. So knight to d7. Okay, I can take. Let's do this first. I don't want to be disturbed by h4. Also do this. It's tougher. Everything is kind of good for white, but you have to determine what is best. Sometimes it's easier to play a position that is less good because you only have 1 or 2 moves. Here you have so many moves that look good. Okay, so just take. Or knight c8 can be an idea maybe. Knight on g3 is not doing much. Maybe we have to get it to e3. Wow, I have not really had this on the radar here that is still can castle. Funny. Yeah, the position was definitely better than that at some point. I mean, I definitely have screwed this up already. I mean, you should never haven't gotten there. He's thinking about d5 here correctly. Remarkable that that should have never happened. Really, absolutely not. Yeah. Just completely atrocious that I've allowed that. Even bishop a8 is playable probably. Side queen g4 maybe as well. Wow. This is absolutely terrible. You know, Kramnik student, you're absolutely, I mean, you're just getting on my nerves so much with your comments. I hate it. I'm sorry, I just like to be in a good mood, but do you always have to post some teasing comments? Is that really necessary? Do you like that? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the point is, yeah. Yeah, so this is really not good, yeah. Queen h3, it's just an open position. Just an extremely open position. If I get to trade queens, my position is good again. Okay, don't love to trade exactly here, but the position is now okay. Yeah, the knights now coordinate quite well. Yeah, he's got no move now. That was a very weird game. That was a weird game. I mean, he was almost stalemated, and I did not. Maybe I played that in a too relaxed way. I don't know. I mean, here, like, that's winning for white. Yeah, it's just falling apart. But I did not really. I don't know. I didn't finish him off, and he defended that very, very well. I really thought that should like win almost automatically, but it simply didn't. Okay, König Springer GE. Here we go. At least we know where he's from, yeah? So, we got another knight off. They all go h5, yeah? Can you play like this? I don't know. I don't know, bishop e7 I don't see that often. They go bishop e6 mostly. I'm mixing systems here with g3. Yeah, I've got good control over d5, but it is not something particularly great what I have. He has h5 play. This is something that is not helping him so much if he castles short, but he will still probably castle short. Okay, so knight to c4 is an idea. I think I can just cover it. I mean, he cannot go d5. This is the main thing. If he cannot do that, he shouldn't be too active. I still don't have such a clear plan. I wonder if I just can play queen d3. Huh. I thought that wouldn't work. Why does it work? Why does that work? I don't think it does. Or is there compensation here? d6. Or this first. Yeah, and I have a c4 coming in. d5 just didn't work. Just didn't work. Okay, so I take, I go, no, wait. I wanted to take and go c4, but a5 is under attack. I want to give up a5. Just this. Maybe. Yeah, I don't like to block my own c-pawn. Now that I think about it. I've got c4 coming. I think now I don't really see his compensation. He still has problems with castling with the h-pawn played. Here I've got b4, but not a move I like to play. Maybe just queen d2. Now he can castle, but I just go c4 then. Oh, but this is covered. Bishop is a good piece. So c4 will actually happen. Yeah, I thought here d6 would be a problem maybe, but maybe it isn't a problem. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I could do better asks that ask why it took so long for the Berlin defense to become popular. That's really an interesting question. I mean, I think maybe people did not realize that how resilient the black formation really is. It is probably something that took a while to be understood. It was actually funny when Kramnik played it in the World Championship match in London. People thought that it was just like a one-off opening. He will play it once and then do something else. It was funny that only very briefly before the match I actually discovered this line. I mean, discovered is wrong, but I was looking at just many openings at the time, and one thing I looked at was the Dutch games of Hungarian Grandmaster Almazy or Almashi. I'm probably completely screwing this up. And he was an expert on this line. Still, I mean, he's not playing that much anymore. I was really fascinated to see how well he scored with it. So I cannot do that as I wanted. He scored fantastically well with this. So I'm switching towards an attack. Yeah. It's still quite dangerous. Yeah, Almazy Sultan. I cannot pronounce it correctly, I guess. And he had a really good score with this line, so I was quite fascinated by it. But of course, I never imagined that Kramnik would play it in a World Championship match. This name means from the apples. Interesting. Almazy. Yeah, he defended this actually quite well, this rotten position out of the opening. Yeah, thanks for the game, König Springer G. Greetings to Gelsenkirchen. Okay, so I have one Stennerson. I played him once. And this funny name, Discombobulated, I really have to play it. That's a funny, just a funny expression, Discombobulated. Sometimes your name helps. I have to admit that. Oh, it's funny, I think, to accept a challenge from Discombobulated. It's funny, but he's not playing. Okay. It can always challenge again. So, Kasparov. Rest in pieces. I have played him. LuckyOne, 2, 3. Oh, why not? Come on. I don't know how often I played him. Let's do a knight f6 pre-move. Yeah, just once actually. What can we play? There was a request for the Bogo. Let's play it. Yeah, I have this in my book. Yeah, I did not go for the best move order here, but okay, it's still a pretty decent position. Yeah, this is correct. What Lucky is doing here, not closing the center with d5. White should try to keep the tension. Have you ever been to Budapest? Do you mean me? I've been, yeah, to Budapest, but only to travel basically further. Never been there for more than 2 or 3 hours. It's has a reputation of being a very beautiful city, but I haven't been there for a longer time. I was playing some tournaments in. Oh, this is a really passive position somehow. It's really passive here. He's got c5 coming up. In the 1990s, late 1990s, I've played some tournaments in Hungary, but not in Budapest, and in a small town, Kecskemét. And to go to Kecskemét by train, you had to go to Budapest and then travel on. And this is how I came to visit Budapest, but just again to switch trains. There's an interesting discussion in chat about Donner, the late Dutch grandmaster and chess author. Yeah, Donner has really done so many controversial things, yeah? But he was, as it often is with extreme people, also very entertaining, I think. I mean, in many ways his views were quite unacceptable, but he was entertaining. In some cases it's some things, of course, are again entirely unacceptable. What he said. Okay, b5. I mean, if he takes it, I've got c5. Yeah, the book The King by Donner is fantastic. I mean, he is he it is a collection of articles mostly, and he had some really yeah, he had some weird views, but again, it's extremely entertaining to read. Yeah, he not only said that women can't play chess, he basically said that no woman ever accomplished anything, which is really a bit, I don't know how to call that. It's a very dinosaur kind of idea. Yeah, b5 was a funny trick in a way, but yeah, that was my point. I wanted to provoke him to do that, but it is still excellent for white. Yeah, but still, Donna's book, yeah, or selection of articles is probably right. The King is fantastic stuff. It's just excellently written. I mean, it's obviously not in the original language. I only was able to read it in English, but it's really great stuff. Okay, so what to do now? I'm going to play for an attack now, quite clearly, but okay, I'm just giving this up and then go for the attack. Knight f3 check, and then yeah, I just wonder. I have queen h4, but I don't think this is winning. Come on, I have to do it. I have to do it. Queen h4 next, and then if he takes the knight, so what? This kind of thing. King f2 seems normal. Okay. Anyway. I also threaten knight takes e5 in some way. Oh, that's interesting. That's probably a good move, huh? Zootopia asks if I have any female students. Yeah, I have one female student. Very happy about the progress that we're making. Unfortunately, she did not win the German championships this year in the youth section. Well, it was very close, very, very close. Yeah, I'm lost here, simply, but he's got the king on e4, so you can always have some hope. Not so easy to handle. f4 now under attack. Check, king c3. Rook a4 is the threat, which is easy to avoid. Okay, rook a3. I can check here, and rook a3. No, doesn't work. If I play rook a3, he will definitely... Nah, I have to do something else. Just give him a move. This is, I think, more clever. Now f4 is hanging again. Just to irritate. And now I have to go back, I guess. Queen g2 being an idea. Yeah, that was a big swindle. Not really deserved. Not very deserved, that victory. And Lucky really played very well, I think. Okay, so we're close to the end of the show. I would go for one more game, maybe in a 3-minute. In a 3-minute scenario. Horn clay. I've lost one game. Okay, so that's the way to do it. Let's see what Horn clay is about. Place the modern defense. Yeah, this is quite a solid setup for both sides, actually. Oh, what are you doing here? Okay. I wonder about the queen here, yeah? The queen doesn't have many squares. Maybe you can go queen g5 actually. It looks a bit strange going to this pin, but f5 is on the cards. Okay. Yeah, this I like. With my pawns on e4 and g4, it is difficult for him to play f5 basically ever. Oh, wow. Wow, he weakens his light squares enormously. Wow. That shouldn't be such a good idea. He's not going to play f5 anymore or h5. And this I also like. He's really playing many moves that I like for me. So I hope it turns out that I'm actually better. So, okay, let's prevent anything to f4. And grab the C file. Maybe I played it in a too simplistic way. It's possible. It's possible. And now, yeah, just queen c7. Simple. Yeah, that's good. Huh? Rook b8, bishop a7 is a simple way to do it. Oops, come on, let's take it. Okay. Nah, do I really want that? No. There's no use in trading off this bishop. Let's go here, yeah? So he cannot move the rook. Should not blunder this. So let's take another pawn. Just make sure you take stuff. Yeah, and Hornclay resigned, so I'm evening the score against him. Yeah, thanks to all of you for being around here in the English Banter Blitz show. Some of you already are on for 3 hours, like I am playing. You're on in the chat. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back next year. That was the final show for this year. I'll be back, I think, January 10, if I'm not mistaken. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And yeah, let's meet again in, yeah, what is that? 3 weeks, right? 2 weeks? That's 3 weeks. Okay. Bye-bye, guys.